Hi guys, this is Melody Bascom. I'm the creator of createandremember.org, and in it I show you free tutorials on what I decide to make that day. So today I've made these black earrings. They're out of a pleather type material. My sister-in-law got me for my birthday. It was so fun, and it's really lightweight, and one side's shiny and bright. The other one's a little more dull and rough, but it's very light and it's fun to work with. So I decided to play and try to make some earrings. This, I know you probably can't see the details of this very well. I'll make sure to take pictures for you guys after this is over. So, right, so I have this set out, and this, I made this out of a triangle. And if you guys didn't see my video on making your own templates, this is a template that I made out of a strawberry container plastic, and they are great for long-lasting, cheap, free materials. So I have my, I measured down here. I started with 1/4 of an inch from the bottom, and I poked holes with a needle. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other holes after my first one, and there's 1/2 inch in between. So we're going to take this wire that's already made up for jewelry with I forget what it's called, sorry guys, but you can find them in your local craft store, and it's already got the loop at the bottom for you. That's pretty convenient. So I take my smaller bead, and I'm just going to slide it on there. And we're starting at the bottom. I want the shiny side up, so that's what I'm starting with. And we're just going to work our way up through the holes that I have already poked for you guys. I just did the holes with a regular needle. Of course, it was a thicker needle so that this wire could go through nice and easily. But if your guys' leather is a little bit more thicker than mine, grab a leather needle. It's perfect for just about any type of leather. Of course, that's why it's called leather needle. So again, just weaving our way up through this. Yay. Okay. Oh, we don't want to do that. Not yet anyway. Okay. And hopefully you guys can see this okay. This is my first video with my camera being set up on a stand. So hopefully you're getting details well enough. Okay, so we got our wire already through. I thought about doing string, or even like a wire string, but I wanted this to last a long time. I always try to figure out ways to make my items last a long time. And so I decided to do this thick wire so that it wouldn't break, it wouldn't fall apart, it's long lasting. So, and I know, so my leather that I cut, after I cut it and started doing this, I realized that it was a bigger size than my earring that I started out with. So sorry, these aren't gonna match, but this is just an example, just a quick tutorial. So I will make sure to make matching earrings and take pictures for you guys later. But so just so you know, I know that they don't match. So you guys can laugh at me, but I'm used to it. Gotta have a sense of humor about yourself, right? Okay, so we're gonna squish this down to whatever size you want, because wherever we squish it to and we make our little eye at the top, it's gonna stay. So make sure that you like it. And we're gonna take our handy little needle nose pliers and bend it over to the side. Sorry, I hope I'm getting this on the camera. Okay, and I'm gonna take my wire cutters, and I'm gonna cut that about 1/4 of an inch. You guys can play around with the sizes that you want. And then take my rounded pliers. I don't know what they're called, but they're cone shaped, just for making your wire round. And we're gonna take that and just pinch it tight and then roll it back until it makes a nice round eye at the top. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. And then we're going to straighten that back out. Okay. So you guys get the idea, right? Okay. Now I was grabbing this a little too hard, and so my wire in the middle bent a little bit. So you can always go back, you can maneuver it a little bit more. But, so there's our earring base. We have, yeah, and there's my Alex talking. You wanna? No, not right now. You can keep watching this. The hazards of watching my videos will be distractions from a 2-year-old, almost 3-year-old, but they're always fun. Okay, so we have our loops at the bottom and at the top. I have this black and gold shiny chain that I will be attaching to my loop at the bottom. So again, take our needle nose pliers and we're going to open that up just enough to slip on our chain. Okay. Okay, so chain is on. And then we're going to shut it again with our pliers. Sorry, my hands are all shaking. I'm all nervous every time I do a video. I don't know if you guys, I used to sing in choirs and do plays and stuff, and you never get over the nervousness. At least I don't anyway. But it's still fun. Alright, so we got our chain at the bottom, and I want a little bead at the bottom so that it'll make that chain real nice and pretty. And so what I like to use is actually fishing line. This is kind of old, sorry, so you can use that. So just any fishing line. Fire line is actually one of the better ones to use. So my sister likes to bead a lot, and when she first started out, she went to a special bead store and grabbed, and so I just put this fishing line through the hole on the bottom, and we're just tying it on there. We're not doing anything special, just tying it to it. But anyway, so my sister went to this specialized bead store, and they had this clear string that was called fire line, and it was like, I don't know, it was expensive, like $20 a roll. That was just a small roll, and that's just an example. But anyway, so she bought it for her crafts, and I'm going to double knot this and using another, and so that is tied on there really good. So she bought it and took it home, and then her husband said, "Honey, that's just regular fishing line." And you can buy, you know, at any other store for like, I don't know, $5 or something. And so she realized, so if you guys go to a specialty store, they will mark up things very high just because they can. So, fishing line, great for jewelry. So, we straightened our bead out, and now that's on there. If you want to go on later and add a dab of like super glue to that, just so the knot doesn't come out. Usually it's pretty good anyway, but I like to always reinforce things. Alright, so now our earring is basically done. And so we can add our hook now. I always like to use sterling silver hooks because there's a lot of allergies, earring allergies. You know, people have sensitive ears, so I always like to use sterling silver. But and you can attach this and leave it at that and be done. but I like to embellish it just a little bit more. So I'm going, oh, I used the wrong one. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to take my cone pliers here and open it just a little bit. And I'm going to take that silver bead that these earrings came with, and I'm going to put on a small bead that matches my earring. And sometimes I go through a couple earring hooks because I wind up messing this up and not making it look pretty. But, so once it's on there, close her back up and straighten it out with your needle nose pliers. Pinch it closed real good. Oh, I forgot to put it back onto the earring. So, attach it to our earring. Close it up. Okay. Now I would normally go back and make that look a lot more prettier. But again, like I said, this is just an example. Very, very quick example for you guys so that I don't make this a long video. So there we are. You can go back, you can pinch these a little bit more if you want. If you want to trim them up, you can do that. Now with these, it will spin. So your earring hook, if your earring hook is backwards, don't fret, it just spins. So you can adjust it on your ears or adjust it beforehand before you put it on your ears. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and it wasn't too crazy. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe and so that you can know when my next videos come out. And thanks for joining me today. Alright, bye.